You still may see a passing snow shower in the next couple of hours before it's really done. Otherwise, temperatures mid-20s, 25 right now in Lansing. Winds a little breezy out of the west at times, so wind chill. It's into those mid-teens for a lot of us. It's a cold night ahead. As we go through the planner, temperatures dipping through the 20s, but yeah, wind chill in the teens. A little bit of snow, mostly west, but otherwise cloudy and cold. We're talking about a bit of a warm up and a lot of sunshine on the way. Details coming up.
All right, Dustin, thank you. A 2-year-old boy is dead after a house fire this morning. Take a look. It happened on Detroit's east side. 7 people were inside the home at the time. 2 children had to be tossed from an upstairs window. Firefighters rescued a 3-year-old boy and a 20-year-old woman from the burning home. She's hospitalized in critical condition. We don't know how the boy is doing. Several other children were pulled out of the home. A neighbor says their mother tried to go back in to save them.
She was coming off the porch with the 2 kids, and she was screaming, "My child is still in the back the back room."
Firefighters say that entire room was on fire, trapping 2-year-old Kamari Johnson inside. Firefighters found his body under an end table. 2 Hamtramck firefighters suffered burns trying to reach him in time. According to the Detroit News, the fire was accidental and caused by an electrical problem. 2 former Detroit Lions players got stiff-armed by the state's marijuana licensing board. Calvin Johnson and Rob Sims were denied a license for their medical marijuana business today. The panel cited traffic violations for Johnson and issues with Sims' homes as reasons for the denial. Sims says they will appeal the decision. Regulators are in the process of approving or denying state licenses for medical marijuana businesses. Michigan State Police are taking steps to help increase safety for state troopers. The changes come after 1 trooper was badly injured last month in Bay County. That trooper, Stephen Moore, says lighting may have been part of the problem. Moore was hit on the side of the road when a pickup truck lost control. He thinks both his and the driver's vision were affected by the flashing lights. That will no longer be a problem when a trooper has someone pulled over.
Once the officer puts that vehicle into park, they go from a flashing mode to a steady mode behind.
MSP says the steady lights will help both motorists and troopers. Moore was hospitalized for a concussion and knee and neck sprains, but he has since recovered and returned to patrols. A Michigan school board member resigning after finding himself at the center of a child pornography investigation. Plus, if you're in the market for some surplus goods, now's your chance to stock up for cheap. We'll have the details on this sale that only happens twice a year coming up next.
You're watching Fox 47 News at 6:30.
A final tribute today to former President George H.W. Bush after a week full of memorial services. Bush spokesman Jim McGrath tweeted this image of the 41st president's gravesite at the Presidential Library in College Station, Texas. The former president is buried next to his wife Barbara and daughter Robin. A driver rolled his car and crashed into a power pole while trying to escape from police in Oklahoma today. The police chase that went through several cities ended when a state trooper performed a pit maneuver, sending the car airborne before it rolled several times. At one point during the chase, a passenger even jumped out of the back seat. After the crash, the driver and other passengers were pulled from the car and taken into custody. No word yet on what sparked the chase. A SpaceX rocket has been recovered from the Atlantic Ocean after it missed its mark while landing earlier this week. You can see a ship bringing the Falcon 9 rocket back to shore in Cape Canaveral, Florida today. It missed its landing pad after being launched into outer space. The Falcon 9 carried a capsule into orbit, sending supplies to the 6-member crew on board the International Space Station. That capsule included a Christmas turkey, yams, and fruitcake, and is expected to reach the station Saturday morning. If you're looking for a great deal ahead of the holidays, you're in luck. Tomorrow is the state surplus store sale. From power tools to computers and even Nerf guns, there's a surprising story behind how these items wound up in the hands of the state. And as Brian Wilk reports, you'll have the chance to buy them tomorrow.
Black Friday on steroids. That's what Ron Turner with the State of Michigan's surplus says about their sales.
We have people trying to climb under that overhead door back behind me to get in before it gets all the way open. So yeah, it's kind of nuts.
He says people will line up at the door 2 hours before they even open. People trying to get their hands on tools, smartphones, iPads, and computers. How does the surplus store get these items?
A lot of these items are confiscated by TSA. Those items include tools, and even pocket knives.
They also get items through confiscations through the Michigan State Police and the Michigan Department of Natural Resources. Turner says it takes months to fill up the warehouse, and they try to make about $20,000 to $30,000 per sale.
It helps support the program, helps pay for staff and supplies and things like that for the program.
And that was Brian Wilk reporting. The sale starts tomorrow at 8 a.m. It runs until noon. The surplus store is on West St. Joseph Street, just east of South Waverly Road. The surplus store only holds 2 sales a year. The other one happens in July. A man has been arrested for reportedly sending threatening, anti-Semitic and sexually violent messages to Detroit journalists. He also sent them to an elected official in Ann Arbor. 69-year-old Lawrence Brayboy reportedly targeted workers at the Detroit News and Detroit Free Press. He's charged with stalking and making threatening communications. A court filing says the FBI investigated him for a year. At least one writer received 65 voicemails that were vulgar. In Battle Creek, a school board member resigning after police searched his home for child pornography. Eric Jankowski resigned by email earlier this week. An arrest warrant shows state police searched his home in Springfield on Tuesday. They were looking for evidence of, quote, child sexually abusive information. The 54-year-old was elected to the Battle Creek School Board last year. The superintendent says the district is, quote, disheartened to learn of the accusations. More blood pressure medication is being recalled tonight because it could contain small amounts of a cancer-causing impurity. USA Today reports Mylan Pharmaceuticals recalled 104 lots of 3 medications that are generic for valsartan. To find out if your medication is affected, you can contact your doctor or check the FDA's website. You may have noticed it's been cheaper to fill up your gas tank lately. In fact, according to AAA, the national gas price average has dropped more than 50 cents since Memorial Day weekend. At that time, prices spiked to a high of $2.97 a gallon. Currently, the national average is $2.45, which is a new low for 2018. Experts say as long as crude oil prices remain under $60 a barrel, Americans will continue to see cheaper gas prices through the end of the year. The latest jobs report released this morning shows the U.S. economy added fewer jobs than expected. 155,000 jobs were created in the last month. That's a sign of a slowing but still strong labor market. The unemployment rate stayed at 3.7%. He's not just playing Santa Claus. One popular actor is actually embodying him. We'll let you know what he did to brighten the holidays of several deserving families in Georgia.
Well, it's cold. We're staying cold for a while, but we have sunshine on our side. We're seeing very long stretch here of calm weather. I'll tell you what to expect for the weekend next.
You're watching Fox 47 News at 6:30.
Today's Home Patrol price is $2.25 at the Clark Station on Round Lake Road and St. Clair Road in Laingsburg. We're looking for the least expensive gas price in mid-Michigan every day. If you see it, give us a call at 484-8847 and we'll put it on TV.
Your Storm Shield forecast, only on Fox 47 News.
Okay, Dustin, bring on the sunshine.
Okay. I will.
Well, that's a very short forecast.
We have many nice, calm days ahead of us. That means mostly sunny. It will be cold, but how often do we talk? Sunshine.
All the time.
Well, we do talk all the time, but specifically about how sunshine makes it more comfortable, doesn't it?
Also, all the time throughout these forecasts. That really sun makes a big difference. Makes you feel happy.
Well, get happy for the weekend. Have a look. We're going to start with a local radar. I actually don't have that much to talk about weather-wise, so I can take my time here. Local radar, look at this evening. Light snowfall, it's not much, but it is starting to work its way eastward into mid-Michigan. Light snowfall, accumulation, no, not really. Maybe a light dusting if you're underneath one of these little bit of a darker blue spot from time to time. These are lake effect leftovers now as the winds are starting to shift. We'll see a little bit of that this evening, but again, it's going to be fading away. You already see that towards the top of the map. Clouds are breaking apart out over the lake. There's high pressure moving in. Good, calm, sunny weather ahead. Mid-20s now. It is cold. No surprise. We've been in this long, cold stretch for a while. That part continues, no problem. Teens further north in the Great Lakes. A lot of teens and 20s across the Midwest. No warm-up in sight. There's warmer weather not too far away. Towards the bottom of this map, there's a system brewing up. It's actually quite a big one. It's going to be causing a lot of trouble, but it's too far south. So you might see a lot of headlines about a winter storm across the southern half of the U.S. we're dodging all of it. There's nothing going on across the northern and western Great Lakes, the northern Midwest. High pressure. So that's good weather for us in the weather headlines. Whatever light snow we have ends this evening. Skies clear up as we get into tomorrow. We're talking cold temperatures. Yes, that's an impact, especially as we get into these clear and calm nights ahead of us. Mid-teens for lows. It's going to be very cold. But sunny weather, calm weather, great weather for decorating outdoors, great weather for doing any shopping, whatever you need to do. So if you're concerned about any snow this evening, it should be minimal issue. A little bit of light snowfall, yes, this evening. You see some of those popping up there, but it's going to be fading away. By later tonight, we lose our cloud cover, clearing skies. Through Saturday, beautiful sunshine pretty much all day long. Clear skies Saturday night, more sunshine through Sunday. I mean, the model's going. There's really not a whole lot going on here. Let's zoom out here, the Great Lakes view. Here's Sunday night, and here we go into Monday. All across the region, good, calm weather. This is rare this time of year to have so many days back to back to back to back here of really calm conditions. So that's great for travel. It's great for just about anything outdoors. Meanwhile, tonight, it is again on that cold side. We're going to be talking about this quite a bit too. Mid-teens tonight. Becoming mostly clear overnight, cold conditions, but light winds still adds a bit of a wind chill factor. Similar through tomorrow. We only reach about 30 for a high tomorrow, and that's assuming we lose our cloud cover pretty early. We'll see all that sunshine to help us out, but we may not even get above freezing. That leads us to a very cold tomorrow night. Another night, mid-teens Saturday night. Sunday gets us above freezing, mid-30s, and then by Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we see mid to upper 30s, and that will help us become a bit more average for this time of year. So that's where we should be for, early to mid-December now. Later next week, next Thursday, next Friday, could be messy. We have some rain and snow mix. That means rough travel, that kind of thing. But that's a good 5 dry days ahead of us.
Yeah, so that's plenty of time for you to get into everything you need to get done before it gets messy.
Like outdoor decorating, right?
Why do you keep bringing that up? People
I don't have any other ideas for outdoor events yet.
Winterizing outside your home.
Well, there you go. Yeah.
I'm here for you,
Well,
Dustin.
we can't talk about sledding yet. There's no snow on the ground.
Unless you go artificial snow, then you're fine.
Ski holes are opening up north.
Okay, we're grasping for straws. Dustin, thank you.